Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. As I sit down at the table, I have got some movies to show you today. Suspense movies. Movies that are great fun to watch. Today I got kind of a mixture of stuff. I wouldn't just say suspense, but good movies. I mean, they're just good movies. They're a mixture of some stuff that are, I don't know, you could say horror even. Stuff like that. So let's get right to it, guys. I mean, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe and also hit the bell. Doing so, you will be notified when I release a video first. So, and that'll keep you up to date on episodes. And if you like the episode, give me a thumbs up. It always helps the algorithm, they say. And also always comment. I love to hear from you guys. Get some chat going on. If anything, let me know how I'm doing. I mean, if I'm, be critical, guys. Hey, let's get some comment going. But anyways, let's get to the movies. That's what's most important, is the movie. It doesn't matter if it's on the most deluxe, most boutique, most top of the mountain movie, like, you know what I mean, like it doesn't have to be that edition. It's all about the movies, guys. So even if you have to go back down and find the only release of this movie is a beta tape from 1983, and this is the only way you can see it, and you've got to see the movie. So you go out and you buy a beta machine and you hook it up just to watch it. That's called love of a movie, man. That's called love. But basically, I'm going to show you guys. These are all Blu-rays today, so we don't have to. You can put the beta player away. So today, first movie, I heard about this on a podcast, and I had never heard of it. And it's a newer movie. It came out in 2011. It says here 2012. This is from Eagle One or E1. This is a movie called The Innkeepers. It's a pretty interesting movie. It basically has like three people in the movie. It takes place in a hotel, and it's kind of it's a great like supernatural movie. I wouldn't say it's horror. It doesn't have any like real horror, but it does have some really suspenseful scenes, some real tense scenes, creepy scenes. It's a great movie. Turn the lights out and watch it if you've never seen it. But yeah, it takes place in this little hotel. There's this guy and this girl are basically, they're friends. They usually see each other, or they usually work together. One's at the desk, one's like seeing to other things, that needs to be done. But otherwise, it's a pretty quiet hotel. Not much goes on. It's a really nice place. They get a couple of people come in, and they're kind of mysterious. An elderly man and this woman, played by Kelly McGinnis. Actually, I haven't seen her since Top Gun or The Accused. I haven't seen her since then. She's a little older, but she plays this mysterious woman who has visions and stuff and everything. I don't want to give too much away from it because it's a really good movie. Let me read a little bit about it. I mean, it got great reviews. I mean, New York Magazine, everybody's saying it's terrific, 4 stars, top notch. This is a movie by Ty West. I believe you may have heard of Ty West. He's one of the more up and coming newer directors, writer-directors and stuff, and I think he does a great job on this. I think it's a really nice little movie. I mean, it's great. It's just it's really cool that it's a newer movie, and it's kind of harkens back to maybe I don't know, early mid-90s movies, but yeah, the people in it, the star in it, Sarah Paxton, Pat Healy's pretty good. He's a pretty good actor. You've seen him in a lot of stuff. And Kelly McGinnis. So yeah, Ty West directed it. It's a really good movie. Check it out. It's called The Innkeepers. I don't want to tell you too much because it'll just kind of give it away and you may just say eh. But really, it's good. If you like supernatural horror movies and you just want something that's a little more low-key, a little more mysterious, like a good ghost story. Hint, hint. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but if you like ghost stories, pick this up. Next up, guys, is a movie that I took a chance on with cast. It's got a great cast. This is a movie directed by Clark Duke. He actually wrote and directed this and stars in it, actually. Clark Duke. I'm not really familiar with him, but I believe he's a newer up-and-coming actor, director, writer, and everything. Really, really good movie. You may have heard of it. It's got a slip cover here. Let me take it off. The movie's called Arkansas. Now, you may have heard of it. Let me take this, show the artwork off there. But, yeah, Arkansas. And it's a great movie. It stars John Malkovich. It's got Clark Duke. Great role. Again, by Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn has been just tearing it up in these low-key movies that have been coming out. He's been working with some of the best, newest, greatest, freshest directors out there. He started, doing some of these movies and stuff. But again, Vince Vaughn turns in another great performance. Clark Duke, Liam Hemsworth, of course, John Malkovich, and also I have to mention Vivica A. Fox. I haven't seen her in a while, and she turns in a role, pretty good role in it. And there's somebody named Eden Brolin. So I'm not sure if Brolin is directed or related to the Brolin family. But it's a great movie. What can I say? It's has to do with drug dealing, the small town, keeping secrets, just identities. Man, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. I put it on one night and I was just, it was pretty riveting. I mean, at first I was kind of irritated with the guy with the glasses, the sunglasses, and he's kind of like a hipster sort of dude. He's kind of playing it, and I thought, oh man, is he going to be this like little kid type of twerpy little guy all the way through the movie? You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. He kind of changed role. Him and the other actor kind of really balanced out each other, and really cool movie. Really, really cool. I was really impressed. I don't get out to the movies much and see stuff. Obviously, right now with the pandemic, we're not going to the movies, period. But somehow or another, this movie came out in 2020, actually. So it came out. It was probably filmed in 2019. So it came out and it's a new movie. So I guess it is pretty new. So Arkansas. If you guys really need to check this out. If you like a good mystery, a good crime, it's kind of a noir. It's like a new noir movie these days, sort of. But yeah, it's a great movie. Arkansas. Check that out. Next up this is a upgrade for me. The only other version I have of it is on Laserdisc, so I wanted to upgrade and get a Blu-ray version of it. This is the follow-up to the legendary 70s classic Chinatown. This is The Two Jakes, starring Jack Nicholson, and he also directs this movie. Jack Nicholson has directed a few movies throughout his career. He did a couple of westerns in the 70s, and Two Jakes is pretty good. Of course, it's not Chinatown. It's not, you won't see John Huston, of course. You won't see Faye Dunaway. Roman Polanski's nowhere to be found. But it's The Two Jakes, and it's new. It's new. It's a continuation of Jake Gittes, the character played by Jack Nicholson. This is obviously maybe a few years later, and It's a great movie. I think everybody needs it. I think it really flew under the radar in 1990. I remember when it came out. I was probably 13 or 14, and I was kind of interested in it. I mean, it wasn't exactly my cup of tea at that point in my young life, but I was interested in it because I've seen Chinatown and I liked it. And I like Jack Nicholson. He's one of my favorite actors. So, but yeah, it's a modern day, it's a newer made crime noir made. You know, it takes place in the 40s, 1948 Los Angeles. So yeah, check it out, guys. If you love the noir, you love crime mystery. Again, Arkansas, the Two Jakes, great little crime stories. Check them out. And you get Two Jakes, Amazon, brand new. I think I paid 10 for it. Really, there's nothing on there extra at all. I don't even think there's a trailer on it. Next up is a really cool movie and a great addition to my collection. This was released through BFI. This is a dual format edition with DVD and Blu-ray, and it's also a region B, so you need an all-region player for this. This is the great 1978 movie with Donald Sutherland, Eye of the Needle. This is a great movie, super cool. This was directed by Richard Marquand, who would go on, I think after this movie, he would direct Return of the Jedi, the third installment of the Star Wars saga in 1983. Actually, this came out in 81. I'm sorry. And then he did Return of the Jedi. But this is a great movie. It's got Donald Sutherland, Kate Nelligan in it. It's got a great British cast. Basically, Donald Sutherland plays a undercover Nazi agent. This is set during World War II in London, in Scotland, kind of in the, let me see, I don't want to mess it up. The Scottish Islands, around England and the Scottish Islands there and stuff. Beautiful land, beautiful country. But he plays a Nazi agent called the Needle. And why they call him the Needle is he's got this very long, thin dagger knife of some sort. He kind of flicks it out, and he basically kills people with this thing called the Needle. He's known to, I guess, be a stab artist. I've always wanted to say that, stab artist. He knives people. He stabs people instead of shooting them. But yeah, he's known as the Needle, and he's playing it undercover, man. He's rooming in this little cottage. He's got the woman taking care of him. She thinks, oh, he's this really nice British man, works for the newspaper. He's a journalist or something. But he gets found out one day, and he's a decoder, and he's sending codes back. He's stealing secrets and sending it back to Germany. So the woman of the house catches him one day, with his little setup, sending messages and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, what's going on here?" and everything. So he gets her first, and at that point, his secrets, his cover is starting to get blown. It's starting to come loose at this point. I don't want to give it away. It's just such a great movie. Anyways, he ends up on this remote Scottish island, and he ends up on this island with Kate Nelligan and her husband and small child. That's all I'm going to tell you guys, because I can't. I hate giving away the story. I hate being. I know it's cool these days to be the person that tells everything. We know everything. Sure, you can Google this and find out, but I just don't want to tell you about it. It's such a great movie. Pick it up. It's called Eye of the Needle. I'm not really sure. I believe it's available on DVD and stuff, but this is a Region 2 BFI release. So really cool. It's got some. This is the director's cut. It's got audio commentary. It's got some really cool wartime shorts. Careless Talk Costs Lives. Wartime Warnings. It's got 3 short wartime propaganda films on here by the Ealing Studios that were made in 1940 for the Ministry of Information. It's got some really cool stuff on here. Great movie. Miklos Rosa did the music. And this was probably one of the last movies that United Artists released because they were about to not be a company anymore. So yeah, Eye of the Needle. Check that out. And finally, guys, I got another great movie. This is a great movie from Kino Lorber from 1974. It's directed by Don Siegel. Love Don Siegel. What can I say? Dirty Harry. Gosh, he's made so many cool movies. Great director. This stars one of my favorite actors, Michael Caine. This is a movie called The Black Windmill. Now this is another movie that I had never heard of. And I kind of keep up with what Kino's releasing. Kino releases so many cool movies. Movies you've not heard of that are just like, man, I can't believe I've never heard of this movie. You know what I mean? So let me tell you a little bit about this, guys. It's got an audio commentary by filmmaker and historian Mike Siegel. It's got an interview with the cinematographer Osama Rai. 6 radio spots, image gallery, and theatrical trailer. Michael Caine is a British secret agent targeted for death by his friend and foe alike in this riveting tale of mystery and suspense, directed by the great Don Siegel. This breathless story of international intrigue finds a determined Caine taking up the revenge trail when ruthless gun runners kidnap his young son and demand a king's ransom in uncut diamonds for the boy's release. With each new lead, Caine's chilling quest becomes increasingly deadly as he begins to suspect that one of his colleagues in the league is in league with the merciless abductors. It also stars Donald Pleasance, as you would know from Halloween, The Great Escape, Clive Revell, John Vernon, Joss Auckland, and Kathleen Schell are among those involved in the spine-tingling, high-voltage chase that ends in the infamous Black Windmill. One of the many highlights of the Black Windmill is a rousing score by composer extraordinaire Roy Budd, who did movies like Get Carter, also starring Michael Caine, and Kidnapped, another movie with Michael Caine that I've yet to see that's available on Kino Lorber. So there you go, guys. Great movie, 1974, The Black Windmill, Michael Caine, Don Siegel. What can I say? It's a great movie. I think it's got a dual artwork, so you can flip it if you want. But yeah, really check it out. It's super cool. Another kind of intrigue movie, kind of, intrigue, suspense, what's going on, chases, right up my alley. I love movies like that. So there you go, guys. Check that out. So out of my movies today, I recommend every one of these the most. It's really hard to just find one that I super, super want you to see. But I'm gonna go with Arkansas. I really think you should check Arkansas out. It's really good. I'm gonna pay more attention to Clark Duke, the writer, director, actor, because he turns out a really good movie. So if he may be the next thing. So Arkansas, really recommend it. The Innkeepers, also nice little supernatural story for you. Not super horrific. But there you go, guys. There's some movies to check out. Write those down, check them out, and find them, watch them. They're great. So until next time, guys, I am Mike. Stay safe out there. watch good movies, all that good stuff. Subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to comment. Love to hear from you guys. Until next time, adios amigos. I will see you later.